Hi guys, I'm Nitin. You're watching B4U, and today we are at the Courthouse Hotel. Now we're here today because we've been invited for the official press junket for the brand new British Asian movie Finding Fatima. Now we're going to be talking with Wadia, absolute legend, and also Asmara Gabrielle, who's lead actress from the movie. Now, Finding Fatima is all about finding love in probably one of the hardest ways. So with that being said, we're here at B4U, we're all about helping people find love, matchmaking. So here's what we thought we'd do. We're going to invite one of our biggest fans out there in B4U world, Rajesh, to come down, tell us about his story, and maybe we'll find him a little match right here at the Finding Fatima matchmaking agency. So without any further ado, let's go check out what Rajesh has to say.
हेलो आपका नाम राजेश है मुझसे दोस्ती करोगे I'm just joking. I want to find a wife. I don't have a wife at the moment, and I've been looking for such a long time, and this is why, Auntie Ji, this is why I've come to the Finding Fatima matchmaking agency. If you could find me a wife, I would be really, really happy. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. It didn't turn off? Oh, it's still on. Okay, hello, bye-bye.
Well, that Rajesh certainly is a very interesting character and looks vaguely familiar. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to Finding Fatima. Let's go check out what Wadia is saying.
Salam. You awake?
I'm awake even when I sleep. Nav tells me you quit the talent show. After doing so well, after getting everyone on your side.
No one's on my side, Mum. Fizz have ruined everything.
Oh, so you'll allow your ex-wife to ruin your life 3 times now? Huh? Come here. Your marriage, your chance to enter this competition, your chance to be with this doctor.
Well, you know about that?
Nav told me. Shai, I don't interfere in your life because I respect that you are the man of this house and that's what your dad would have wanted. He came to me in my dream and he told me to tell you that quitting because of your ex-wife is not something the man of the house would do. I mean, if the man of the house quits, then where does that leave us? Should we quit as well? If Hafsa gets into trouble, does she follow your example and quit as well? Family first, Shahid.
Guys, I'm joined now by Wadia, and I get really excited when I meet you along the years.
When I meet you.
Guys at home don't know this, but you're actually one of the first people I encountered in my journey in media. From that very first day I came on that course with you.
Oh, that's so fantastic. I'm glad you're doing so well. That's brilliant.
Thank you, man. Like I said, it's an absolute honor every time I get to meet you, and we've in the press pack and things like that, you've been referred to as legendary status, and I really think that's true with all the stuff that we get to see you on British screens. But obviously today we're here to talk about your new movie Finding Fatima. Yeah. So I thought, let me just get your own take on it. Tell me about your character.
Oh, well, I'll tell you about the film briefly. It's a rom-com. It's a feel-good movie. It's exploring the whole issue of divorce and what that means within the Muslim community. And my character in it is, of course, the mum. And she basically is Danny's mum, and she helps him through the journey to end up doing the job that he wants to do, which is to be a stand-up comic.
That's it. And obviously in the process, full mum mode you are in.
Yes.
Trying to push him along. You mentioned one of the issues there of the movie was that of dealing with divorce.
Yes.
And how that's kind of shunned in the community.
Yes.
But also this kind of notion of approaching 30 years of age.
Yes.
And kind of needing to be settled down.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, you are in full mum mode in there. There's a couple of scenes in the movie where you're sort of almost pushing Danny's character, Shahid.
Yeah.
Are you kind of on Single Muslim yet? The website, the dating site?
Yeah.
So how is that?
Well, she herself is also looking for love. And it's very interesting that the son's character is cool with him looking for love, but not so much with her doing it, because there is that stigma attached to it. And I think this highlights that there shouldn't be that. Some marriages don't always work. It's just a fact of life. And in Western society, people, I think, deal with it a bit better, and that, okay, it's gone wrong, I'll move on. But there is a thing within, I find, the community that I learned about that, it's a very negative thing, it's a very bad thing, now your life must end, it's like, no more for you, and so this actually highlights the fact that actually it didn't work out. He married an absolute loon, the ex-wife, fabulous little actress, and she did a great turn in the movie, and you kind of go, okay, it's his chance to find someone else and be with someone that actually matches him. So, but yeah, I think, it's mums will always do that. Mums, I'm sure your mum's constantly going, when are you getting married? Who are you with? Blah, 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 blah. So
they're all doing that to me.
They always do it.
It's good that you mentioned that as well, because, a lot of the times with these kind of movies that come out, we're touching on themes that we don't necessarily talk about in the indie community and stuff like that. Yeah. How important do you think movies like this are going out there into the mainstream in maybe changing those views going forward in our communities?
I think any time there is an issue that needs to be talked about, it should be. And no matter how difficult it might be. this is a good theme, because this is a theme that sets you up for the rest of your life. It also, in terms, again, of my character, it's a woman, who has had a relationship. She has children from this relationship. And her daughter actually supports her through it. Like, come on, Mum, meet someone. If you want to meet someone else, you have a life too. Why is it that women's lives should stop in their 40s and if they've been divorced? Why don't they get an opportunity to still find love and be with someone else? So I think it's really important. If it's uncomfortable issues, too bad. The point is, put it out in the mainstream. When something is in the mainstream, it's talked about. And it's better than that issue being hidden away.
Another thing I liked about the film was that, it was centered around that website, Single Muslim, but everyone had their on-screen moniker.
All right.
Yours was, of course, the Brown Widow. And, I'm not going to spoil it because I want the guys at home to watch this, but you do actually encounter someone and sort of start dating someone or something like that. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it because it is quite interesting. Yeah. But, we were thinking, maybe there should be like a little sequel, instead of Finding Fatima, Finding Khadija.
If Oz is listening to this, as the director, Oz, listen to me very carefully. There's a spin-off. All right? The Brown Widow. Movie is written for you, practically.
I'm going to take that as a B4U exclusive because we like exclusives.
Do it, for sure.
I also want to talk about, you've got kids yourself, obviously, and there was this one little, it's almost like a Nina look, I'm calling it, okay? It was this scene where, it was, Shahid's birthday. Yes. You were there, your daughter on the screen was there, Rain.
Yeah.
And she's almost like feeding everyone cake. Yeah. And she's about to eat it herself, and you give this little look, almost as if you're, no, but then you suddenly change to, it's just so Nina.
Because that's true, because, I'm doing the typical Asian mum thing of, you'll put on weight, don't eat the cake, don't eat it, okay, you can have some. And these were all the little added things. For me, there was a scene where I said, she shouts a lot, this mum. I decided that that's just her thing. She'll shout for this person or shout for that person. And right at the end, there's a scene where we're excited to sit in front of the TV, and I shout for the girl who plays my daughter. But I said, don't be in the other room. Just actually be right there. So you're off camera. So I start to shout for her, but she's right there. And so I go, oh, you're right there. And it just works, that little moment. And for me, it's always the detail in the acting that makes the acting interesting.
I also just wanted to get your thoughts very quickly on the kind of, how do I word this, maybe diversity and stuff like we've got on British screens. Because I don't think we're there yet, where we want to be at all. No. What are your thoughts?
I agree entirely. We're not. We're still struggling. We're getting closer. What tends to happen in the UK is when they find someone who fits that box, then they go, but we have this person. Yes. So we don't really need other brown people. We've got this person. And in America, it doesn't work like that. In America, they'll use you. If they like the talent, that's it. You're in, regardless of your colour. And I prefer that way of working, which is why you'll find a lot of British actors are flying over, because we just feel like there's a bit of a ceiling, I find, here, which is sad to say, but that is how I feel.
On a final note, I do want to ask you a little bit, because you know, going on that different route or going to a different place, I understand you've got some activity going on in America, in LA.
Yeah, I've just done a pilot for a show called Champions, playing a Persian nail salon owner for NBC Universal.
That sounds right up your street.
It's fantastic. I'm working with Anders Holm. If you don't know him, look him up, because he's in Workaholics right now. He's in a lot of American movies. What was it? Something about being single. I don't know. He's great, and so he's the guy I do most of my scenes with. And it was such a joy to work somewhere that's just a bit different.
I'm liking it. Nina, it's been great for me talking to you. Thank you so much. Before I go, I mean, in B4U, we like connecting the fans with, the show and that kind of thing. I understand, obviously, with the success, or hopefully the success that will come with Finding Fatima, you guys, you've got some exposure in matchmaking, and we've got Rajesh with us today. I was just hoping I could bring him in, and maybe you could help him out with your expertise and help him find someone.
Absolutely, no worries.
So I'm just gonna go get him.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay. So if you guys just wanna follow me, I mean, I'm just gonna I'll just be a sec. I'm just gonna go out these doors and get him. So just a sec. Hello. Hello. My name my name is Rajesh.
Nice to meet you.
Rajesh, I know you are doing your Finding Fatima matchmaking agency.
That's right.
And Nitin from B4U, he say I can come and you find me a wife.
Sounds good. Tell me what kind of girl you're looking for. Go on.
Nina, I'm just a simple guy.
I can see that.
I don't ask for much. I
don't think you'll get much, but
Look, I joined Tinder and I am matching with all the girls, but the girls are not matching with me.
I think you're on the wrong website. I think it's Grindr you're looking for.
I don't know this Grindr.
Might be more your style.
But Nia, what I really want is, look, I'm a big fan of Bollywood. And what I want is the eyes of Deepika. I want the hair of Priyanka in the sexiness of Katrina.
Wow, that would be quite a combination. I need to think about that. Okay, tell me, what would be the personality trait you're looking for?
Again, I'm simple, but I don't like pets. Cat, dog, it's all the same to me, I don't like, no.
Is it because they're not hygienic in the house?
No, I don't like, I have allergy, allergy.
Okay, and how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I just turned 30, and my mom and my aunties, they all tell me you need to get married, but like I said, the girls just don't match with me. I don't know.
Well, do you know what? I think I might have the perfect girl for you.
Really?
Yeah.
You can help me.
I think I can absolutely help you. Are you ready for this? Because I'm going to bring her in for you. Yeah, okay. So sit tight, all right? She's about to come in.
I'm ready.
Wait.
No life without advice.
No, that's true. Here, have this back.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute. Okay, let us see now what is she's going to bring for me.
Very exciting, Rajesh.
You came back.
Yes, I have come back. I found her. Are you ready?
You found her?
Yeah?
I'm ready.
Okay, come on, compose yourself, all right? Don't get too excited. Okay, here we go. Come in. Ta-da!
You.
What do you think? Isn't she beautiful?
She?
Yeah.
She's my date?
That's right. What do you think?
Are you serious? He's gorgeous!
What?
Oh my God!
Yay!
He's interested in me?
Yes.
We go on date?
Yes, please, yes.
Yes.
Auntie G.
Oh, yay. Oh,
Finding
don't touch
Fatima
me.
matchmaking.
Yay, lovely. Off you go on your
Let's
date.
go. Date.
Yeah, don't touch her yet. Just after dinner, touch her. It's fine. Okay. All right. Dinner first. Oh, my word. I'm sorry you had to see that. I need to wash my eyes out. Finding Fatima in cinemas April 21st. Do watch it. I better go rescue her. Come back!
Salam. My name's Shahid.
What qualities are you looking for?
Somebody that can, look good against me.
Well, my sister would be expecting somebody who is mature.
All I want is someone to lean on and share my life with. Someone who'd make me feel like I mean something. I'm divorced.
What? Did you cheat on her or beat her or both?
No. Not like that. It'd be good to meet someone different, Mum. Instead of these local, narrow-minded girls with their riff-raff frame of mind.
I'm Fatima Mia, and simple things satisfy my complicated heart.
You look like you've done every celebrity diet on the planet.
I feel like an advert giving hope to overweight men on Weight Watchers.
Or on crack.
No. You don't strike me as someone who's driven by pride and ego. You're smart, intelligent, and above all, honest.
Did you know that I'm
Did I know that you're what, a div? Yeah, I figured.
You don't know that you've been married? Where's your trust? Where's the love?
I like him. I feel like you need to drop him. Because your dad. My dad, who's trying to match me with some wet drip wannabe MP.
Fatima, this is Jahid Khan.
There's something hidden behind those eyes. You're hiding something.
And whilst all these emotions were going around in my head, something occurred to me. I have no one who I can share any of this with. I am putting myself out there, and maybe I'll find you.
Back off or there will be police.
Oh! You've broke me nose holes! You beautiful booger. Oh, you want to do that again? Go on. Go on.
Guys, I'm joined now by Asmara Gabrielle, and you know what? The movie's called Finding Fatima, and I've kind of found Fatima now.
Here I am.
This is so cool. Firstly, tell me in your own words a little bit about this film and maybe your character as well. Let's start with that.
Yeah, so the film's about essentially a young divorcee who's struggling to find love in the 21st century due to the stigma attached to being a divorcee in the Asian community. That's what it is in a nutshell. It's a lot.
Danny's character.
That's Danny Ashot's character, yeah, Shahid. And so he goes on this search for love. He goes to find Fatima, which is me. And essentially it's just a love story. And my character is Fatima. She is the love interest, struggling to find love herself, and a lot of struggling to kind of work through her own issues of anger management, and her battle between being British, being strong and wanting her own choice of man, versus wanting to please her parents and being like a principled traditionalist. So that's my character basically.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because this is what I mean. I mean, it's great. We've got Finding Fatima. We're getting a mainstream release on April 21st here in the UK, so that is something definitely to look forward to. When we get these British Asian movies, which I absolutely love, I love the way to see basically how they incorporate sort of things of traditions and expectations with evolution and where we really have moved on to as a culture, really. So with regards to your character, there were those conflicts. You had different kind of dynamics going on with your parents in the movie, different dynamics going on with your friend, your best friend in the movie, Naina. And also you had some non-traditional kind of issues as well. So what was it like getting into character with all those different dimensions going on, some of which you may be used to from home, some of which you may not be?
Yeah, I mean, I really love the character. She really resonates with me for a number of reasons. She's strong, independent, liberal. She has great human values without tooting my own horn. And then she has her flaws, which are like, her anger issues. But with regards to getting into character, it was easy to slip into that character with regards to her personality. with regards to, and being a Pakistani Muslim myself, it was I felt safe in that space and felt I could easily relate to her and her surroundings and know how she would communicate with her family and her expectations, that the expectations that are expected of her from her family and also her like little community. That wasn't hard at all. I think it was I wouldn't even say I found anything really particularly difficult about it. The only thing I would physically find was wearing the hijab, but that was purely because I just don't wear one, and also because being a Muslim, I wanted to ensure that it was done in the most respectful way, and that I didn't kind of come off as a phony, somebody who's just wearing it, an actress wearing a hijab. I didn't want that. I wanted people to be able to see themselves on screen and think that is, she's comfortable in that, and so I had to kind of get used to that. And it was fantastic when I actually wore it. It got me into character. It kind of changed my posture to be more like a doctor and things like that. So it's fantastic. I didn't really have much issues with the character itself.
I also wanted to talk about, one of the things, on a maybe a lighter note, let's say one of the things in the movie that they were doing was Muslims Got Talent. Yeah. So, and this is one of the things that Danny Ashok's character Shahid was actually portraying or being a part of. Now, if you were in that scenario, I was going to ask you, what would your talent be? What would you showcase?
I don't know.
I understand you're quite a keen artist, is that right?
Right, you know that. Yeah. So I'm an artist. I was going to say an artist, but I was going to say, how could you do that on stage? I don't even know. But yeah, maybe. I mean, I make cakes. They're all artistic cakes. That's my business that I'm doing alongside acting to fund it.
We like cakes on B4U. Like, you have to hook us up.
Yeah, I mean, they're really artistic cakes. They're like kind of like replicas of artifacts of trainers, handbags, those kinds of things. And so I'd probably maybe try and do I don't know if you guys have seen Cake Boss, but he's an inspiration to me. So I'd do a Cake Boss moment maybe on stage.
I see. That could work on Muslims Got Talent. We should start that for real. But another one of the themes in the movie was, you touched on it earlier, this notion of being divorced and being completely shunned. What are your thoughts on that in terms of, in the movie, it was obviously a big thing. Shahid's character, or Danny's character, Shahid rather, he just couldn't find anyone because as soon as he said he's divorced, bang, out the door, until Fatima came along.
I think within the Asian community and within the Muslim community especially, it's a taboo. Not to be divorced, but after divorcee, it's like people will kind of be like, okay, you're divorced, but maybe it's just not for me. There's always that kind of dialogue that goes on, and I think that is changing more and more. But I think the focus on the film is, and I strongly believe in this, I think human beings should focus on the internal rather than the external, and I think it's when we get caught up on the external and we start believing that people are judging us, but actually it's us judging ourselves. And I think that's what the character does wrong, is that he believes that whatever he thinks are his insecurities about being divorced are suddenly Fatima's thoughts on it, and they're definitely not. So if he'd spent a bit more time maybe understanding and loving himself, maybe he wouldn't feel that way.
Well, Asmara, I'm looking forward to April 21st when Finding Fatima does release in cinemas in the UK. I know you're busy, so I'm going to let you go. I understand you've got a date lined up with our super fan Rajesh today.
Yeah, I don't want to get carried away, but really excited. So let's see what happens.
I completely. I think you should go enjoy your day. I mean, he looks like a reasonable chap. If he took those glasses off, sorted out the hair, he'd be quite handsome.
No, he is handsome. I find that quite insulting, actually. But I love him. I think I'm in love. Yeah, love at first sight for sure.
Maybe you can be his Fatima. Thank you so much once again. Pleasure. Asmara, I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. I'm here now though, so.
Who are you?
Asmara, it's Nitin. We were. Oh, so basically I just made up the whole Rajesh character to try and get on a date with you, but I mean now we're on a date, so.
So what? Rajesh doesn't exist?
No, it's me all along. I wanted to go on a date with you.
Oh, yuck. Rajesh is so good looking, and you're... Oh, it's over.
Oh, man. Well, I guess if they want Rajesh, then I'll have to give them Rajesh. I don't really know what to do now, but I know that Finding Fatima comes out in cinemas on April 21st. Asmara will be there, and therefore Rajesh will be there also. So make sure you guys check it out. April 21st, Finding Fatima. And I guess for me, there's nothing left to say, but I'm Rajesh, you're watching B4U, and I'm gonna go find my very own Fatima. I need a wife.